Hi, this week I will be opening the discussion, and I thought I would just go off what Danny said and continue on talking about games, and like video games, board games, computer games, because I play a lot of games, and I know so does Una, and Danny was talking about how he was excited for the new Pokemon game, so I don't know, I just thought it'd be interesting to discuss. Board games. When I was a kid, my favorite board game was either Sorry or Monopoly. I really liked Monopoly. I was really good at it, although I didn't play with the houses, the hotels, because I was a kid that too many numbers and it's a little too complicated. As for gaming consoles, I was always big in Nintendo products. I think the first gaming console I got was the Nintendo, the NES. It was a gray box with like a black bottom, and the thing flipped up and you put a cartridge into it, and it was like huge. It was massive. Well, maybe it's small, and it was small, so proportionally it was huge. But it was this huge like gray thing, and sometimes the like image wouldn't show up, so you had to blow in it, and then you'd put it back in, and then magically it'd work. I think there were like 2 games I had on that. Well, I had Mario, and then I had like Dr. Mario, which is kind of like Tetris, but with like pills, like medicine pills. You had to put the pills in the colors, and it was kind of an odd concept. And then you had Duck Hunt, and with the orange gun, and you shot the ducks, and then if you didn't, the dog would always laugh at you. My gun never worked. Like, never. I had the gun and I would try, and it's not that I had bad aim, I think it was broken. And so I would keep trying, and it just would never work. I'd get so frustrated. The stupid dog would just keep laughing. It's like, it was so annoying. I just remember, like, as a child, being like, and then after the NES, I think I had a Sega for a little bit. It was black. I'm not sure. Genesis, that was called. Sega Genesis. And I had that. I had like some Mortal Kombat and some other games. After the Sega, I got a Nintendo, but I got the version, I forget what it's called. I want to call it the Nintendo Boy. I'm not sure what it was called. It was this thing that never worked, never caught on. It was supposed to be like 3D gaming, but it never worked. Well, I mean, it worked, it just never caught on because it was only red. All the graphics were red, and there was this thing that had like, it was red, and it had legs, and you had to put it to your face. So it was like goggles, and you could play like tennis. I remember having Mario Tennis, and then some other game, I don't know. But it never really caught on. It was supposed to be like 3D gaming, it's intense, but it looked kind of stupid because you have to put it on your head. And it wasn't like other Nintendo games where like you could play and someone else could watch, and so it was kind of fun that way. No, this one was very like isolating. But after that like failure of a console, I got the Nintendo 64, which was the best console ever. Yeah, Nintendo 64 rocked. Love Mario 64. Like, that was a really well thought out game. It was really good, and the graphics, I mean, if you play the graphics now, it's like, wow, he's really boxy looking. But it was really cool at the time, and all the levels, and you jump through the paintings. It was just a really cool concept. I don't know, I really enjoyed it. There was Mario 64, and then there was this really cool Star Wars game. It was like a pod racing game. Anakin, and you're on a pod racer, and you could race through all the like areas, and Sebulba was there, and you had to like buy parts and sell parts and get better pod racers, and I don't know, it was really cool. Really cool. And then I think the GameCube came out. My GameCube was purple. They didn't really catch on. The only thing, well, I mean, they kind of did, but I don't know, I wasn't too happy with it. I always thought that the Nintendo 64 was better, although the graphics were better on the GameCube. The stories seemed to be not as good. I thought it was cool that the CDs were like really small. I don't know, that was just something I thought was cute. And then what did I play? Like Mario Sunshine? I don't know, I thought the story was kind of stupid. The like evil Mario that was made out of paint, and you had to wash off all the paint splotches. I don't know, I thought it was kind of dumb. And then the next gaming console was the Nintendo Wii, which I have. It's actually on the shelf over there somewhere. It's like on a shelf because I have no TV. Yeah, the Wii was cool because you connected to the internet. Galaxy? Yeah, Mario Galaxy. I'm big in the Marios. Like, as I get a new Nintendo console, I also get a new Mario game. That Galaxy was better than Sunshine, Super Sunshine, whatever. So for gaming consoles, I was really hardcore Nintendo. We never had a PlayStation or an Xbox. As for computer games, the first one I think I ever really got into was that Skier Man game. You know, the old like PCs, they had that Skier Man, and you would ski down and try not to hit trees or Scotty dogs or like rocks. And then another PC game, old school, was something to do with like mice and cheese. I don't know the names. It was like a mouse and you're a little, kind of like a maze, but they're cats. And you kind of push the grids up and you box the cats and they turn into cheese. And I was really good at Frogger 2. I think that was the first like actual computer game kind of thing that I played. Frogger 2, I really liked it. And then I played Sims for a little while. I never really got into it. It's just a lot of work. Sims, if you like walked away, they'd catch fire or like kill themselves, or I don't know. What I've been really playing was the computer game World of Warcraft. And yes, I am a girl and I do play World of Warcraft. Aww. Characters aren't very high levels. I think my first character I created was a human warrior. She's only about 34, I think 33 or 34. And then the night elf that I've been currently playing, trying to level up, is 25 now. Yeah, level 25. I mean, I like it. It's fun. You get to kill things. You get to, you know, buy cool armor for your warrior. Like, story of it is cool, so that's why I like it more. That's pretty much my history with video games, and computer games and board games and stuff. So, what do you guys do?